but everybody goes about it the wrong way. People think the way to improve your footwork is to do footwork exercises. Okay, do things, spinning exercises, and all these lovely things. These are great if you want to build an initial footwork pattern put in your brain. Is that okay? Yeah. So once it's in your brain, then it doesn't automatically just go in. You have to push it. Okay, you have to guide it. So we're going to go through a little process of building footwork. Okay, so we're going to start with just building little patterns. Okay, first one is very simple. We're going to do it in groups. Yeah. So one is in, one is out. You swap, and on the outside you swap your leg. She swaps on the inside. So we're just building a simple footwork pattern. But if you do this all day, it's never going to go into your sparring. So we're going to talk about that later. Does that make sense? Yes. So there's lots of things you can do here to build the patterns. You can practice building footwork for back kicks. Boom. Okay, you can, whatever, like you said, steps, all these lovely things, that's great. But they're not just going to magically transform and translate into your sparring. Because you're not bringing a hoop with you, you're not bringing yourself, there's another person here, you have techniques, you have a ring, you have lots of different variables. This is not what sparring is. Does this look like a sparring match? It's completely different. So why do people spend all their time, oh yeah, I need to get better at footwork, I'm going to do this. And the worst thing is they don't even do Taekwondo footwork exercises. They're like, I'm going to get better footwork and agility and movement. And I'm going to do all these things. We don't do these things. Yeah, that's great if you're trying to build athletic abilities generally. No problem. But as I said at the beginning, we're not doing fitness classes, we're doing Taekwondo classes. Okay, so the context is pretty important. Always ask yourself, how does this represent, what it represents, how is it like sparring? You want to improve your sparring footwork, it has to look like it in some way. So, we're going to go through that now. This is step one, just building the foundation, putting the movements in your brain. Once they're in the brain, a little bit, we can work. Okay, so we're going to do this exercise first. One time again, Juliana, please. We'll do it side this time. One is in, one is out. You swap position, change. Okay, and then if we want to swap, I start on the inside, she starts, that's no problem as well. Is that okay? You get the idea? So the footwork is very simple. In, out. And all you're doing is adding a switch when you're on the out or out. Okay, grab a hoop, let's give it a shot. Oh, 1 second.
Where are you putting your weight, or where are you keeping it?
Good question. For me, I like to keep my weight pretty much centered.
Center.
Yeah. The reason for a good question is sparring is a lot about pushing and pulling. A lot of times push, push. You get the idea? So it's best to keep it in the center. There will be times where it will drift. For example, if I'm trying to lead someone into my front leg on the edge maybe or something like that. Okay, maybe I want my weight to be here because I intend to just shoot. Okay, so there is different ways, but generally when you're learning to move, I would like to keep it pretty 50-50. Okay, and that's the reason. Push, pull, push, pull. Because that's, if you watch the spar, it's a lot of pushing and pulling. Sometimes it's this much. Okay, but it makes a difference. Okay, let's try this. Julian. Let's. You get the idea? Yes, sir. You did your front leg, taking away your back leg. It's a very important step that we need. Okay, again, you're not going to get it by just doing this all day. Okay, so then we're going to build that up a little bit. So we'll build it up a little bit. Again, you see the step? But now we have an extra part, an opponent. Once you go north, south, east, west, change leg. I'll show you one more time. Bellies are opposite direction, elbows tucked in. One, we talked about this a while ago. The shoulder position, we don't want this. Rotate, boom. This hand is super important. Here. Any questions? Any questions? No, sir. So, 1, 2, 3. North, south, east, west, change leg, go again. Go! Zombie, simulating the blitz. A little bit more realistic. Caitlin's going to work on the pivot step to the wide. Relax. You get the idea? Sir. More reality. More transferable, more representative. You get the idea? Let's work on this game. Okay, just move the hoops to the side so you don't fall down. Okay, so Juliana's going to blitz. Her job is to land the blitz on Veronica. Veronica's only job is to score a pivot with a front hand. Is that okay? The reason I take out everything else is because now it's what they're focused on. I'm facilitating this opportunity for them to explore it. She gets to explore what works, little quirks that will work for her body, because we're all different. Okay, everybody needs their own little way. She needs to figure out for her how it works for her. So I have to give her that opportunity to explore that. Sorry. Is that okay? Let's take a look. Now relax. See how it's coming in? Yes, sir. Okay, now you can both kick as well. Go. So you can only blitz with your hands, you can only pivot out. You can both kick. Now it's even more realistic. But again, they're just limited to their own little things on hand, so they get to work on those things. I'm facilitating the opportunity by giving Juliana an exercise that will replicate it. Now relax. You get the idea of this? Okay, the most important thing that we have is both people have an objective. She has an objective and she has an objective as well. If one person just has an objective, like we do a lot of time with kickback, okay, she's working but I'm not really doing much. Okay, that's not reality. Because every time you step in the ring, she has to compete against me. So try and make your practice as opposed, that means with somebody else, where they're trying to compete an objective as much as possible. Okay, so that's very, very important. Then she will retain it in her head, and it's also very transferable to what we're going to be doing in the ring. It's pretty much similar, identical. Okay, so let's just try this game. You and your partner can decide based on your level if you want to include the kicks or not. Okay, first one side is just trying to look for a blitz, other side is just trying to find the opportunity for that step off with a pivot step. Let's go!